Okay, let's go over a case study for the first functional health analysis of 2025. Now, this particular analysis is for a 34-year-old mum. I started working with her back in November. She came to me for her son's sleep. She has been working on that, and he was waking up every 1 to 2 hours during the night, and we worked on some stuff for him, and he's now either sleeping through or waking once or twice. So we've got his sleep pretty well under control, which is a really important factor in trying to improve your own health. So for this mum, she completed a very comprehensive symptoms questionnaire for me. So it has about 500 different symptoms in there. It really breaks down all the different areas of the body so that I know absolutely everything that there is to know about you. And she also went and got a bloods taken. No weird and wonderful blood markers, just a lot of the standard stuff that you can generally get through your doctor. Now, for the blood test, I'm using functional ranges. So this varies quite a lot from your conventional ranges that your GP is looking at. These functional ranges are significantly narrower. They have a very narrow upper and lower limit, because we're aiming for optimal health. These limits are based on research, and what research tells us is the optimum value to be sitting at. So that is what we're going for. So on her blood worksheet here, where it's green, it's where it's normal, where it's blue is where it's low, and where it's red is where it's higher than the functional ranges. From her questionnaire, I summarized everything for her, picked out the main points and the main symptoms, and then I gathered my thoughts. So this mum's goal was to reduce stress and anxiety, basically feel better and be able to eat more foods without worrying about digestion. Now, she has quite significant digestive issues, and because of this, her baby has also had quite significant digestion issues. So we need to work on both of them. We can't just, as we share microbiomes with the people that we live with, we mirror each other's nervous system. So it's really important to be working on everyone together. So she is still breastfeeding, so this does limit what we can do. So it's just something to be mindful of. Some of the symptoms is just fatigue, tight muscles, body aches. She's been losing a lot of weight. You may have seen she was only 44 kilos. She is little, but she's also been losing a lot of weight. She's now down to only being woken once or twice a night. She does use a screen before going to sleep. There's a long history of stress, reliant on stimulants like coffee and sugar. She's finding that she's quite short-fused, has racing thoughts, anxiety, and is pulling away from social situations and is a bit more reclusive. She's had issues with gluten and dairy in the past, is finding that she's not digesting meat very well, gas, bloating. She's also getting hungry straight after eating, even though she's eating a reasonable amount of food. Stomach pain, fullness, lack of appetite, doesn't digest fat very well, so burps after fish oil or fatty foods, very dry skin, feeling worse after sugar, low mood. Some information about stools there, so greasy, floating, alternating consistency, and some constipation as well. There's also a history of mold. There's been lots of antibiotics in her life. She's finding that her symptoms are worse during full moon. She's got light sensitivity, acne. There's some markers that her kidneys may be struggling, lower back pain, clear urine, isn't actually drinking enough at all. She's showing symptoms of low blood sugar. Irritable, can't exercise for long, low energy. There's some thyroid symptoms there as well. So intolerant to cold, stiff joints, low mood, constipation, cold hands and feet. Chronic dieting, not so much dieting, but just not being able to eat enough. Previous Epstein-Barr virus, anxiety. There's some hormonal indicators as well, such as slow bowels, histamines, mental chatter, and just very stressed. Eating habits, the foods that she eats every day. She's not eating a great range of food, and she is under eating because she is struggling to eat. Some of the things that she's already taking. And this is the interesting part. This is between her symptoms and the bloods. This is what I have found is going on for her. So she's got low stomach acid. And there's several markers, quite a lot of markers here that correlate to this. And this is basically through understanding what these markers mean and why they might be high or low, we can correlate it to certain problems. So there's low stomach acid, transcellular, leaky gut. She's got very low vitamin D, low calcium, low folate. She's anemic, poor fat digestion, low protein. She's consuming an okay amount of protein, but she's not digesting it. Secondary hypothyroidism, immune system dysfunction, or possibly some heavy metal issues, poor blood sugar regulation, possible parasites and dysbiosis, poor liver clearance. So she does have quite a lot going on. This reflects in how she feels. So the main goal with her right now is to try and preserve her gut integrity as much as possible while she's breastfeeding, and to start to eat more food. Now, I'm not going to share the foods and the supplements that I've recommended for her, because that's not appropriate for anyone to just try. This is based on her symptoms, her experience, our conversations. So we're going to put in some digestive support. She's got low stomach acid. Stomach acid is a trigger for so many different things. So when there's a problem there, there's a massive cascade effect to other areas of digestion. So we're going to put some digestive support in place. Lots of soothing for her inflamed gut. Reverse dieting, because she needs to be eating more, and lots of nervous system work. So 7 types of rest, just lots of rest for her. All the basic things like sunlight, gentle movement, food hygiene, like sitting down to eat, humming before you eat, chewing food enough, not drinking too many fluids with meals, but also making sure that she's drinking enough fluid during the day, which she's not currently doing. So she's going to be on a relatively strict diet plan for 2 weeks. So we're going to kind of go hard and fast and just try and get her feeling better as quickly as possible. And then we'll see where she goes from there. And then probably down the track, we'll do another blood test and see how all of these things have changed. When we're doing this functional health analysis, we can't just do it and then send you away. It needs to be reviewed, re-reviewed. It's a bit like peeling back layers of the onion. So when some of these things like low vitamin D, for example, it can have a knock-on effect to a lot of other markers. So in correcting that, we're going to start to peel back layers and see what's left. So then we can fine-tune and refine her program again based on things that change. This mum's really motivated. She is at a really critical turning point because her body is starting to kind of scream, I'm really not doing well. So she's motivated, she's keen. She's going to stick to the plan for 2 solid weeks, just really nail the program. And then we can see where there's a little bit more wiggle room after that to kind of not be so strict with some of these things. So I'll keep you posted how she goes. And if you have any questions, you are welcome to reach out to me if this is something that you would like. Also come reach out to me and I can let you know how I can help your family, and I can do this for your family.